Yokoso, yokoso, yokoso. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Episode 92 of the Stadia Monday Night Chat with me, of course, your host, Clive Illenden. I hope you're good. I hope you are well. Remember, of course, say hello in the chat and all of that. Introduce yourselves. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. There's no need for that. We're all friendly here. And of course, let me know which games you've been playing of this week and all of that. Got a packed show for you, don't we ever? Yeah, as ever, with all the rumors, news and opinions all about Stadia. So stay tuned for that. And we haven't even had an official update from Stadia this year. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can kind of. But have no fear, we will be expecting an official Stadia update later this week. So look out for that. And maybe we'll have a little speculation of what might be in that. The Stadia 2s or 2s, the Stadia 2s. And equally, what probably won't be in it. Yeah, because I can see already people on Stadia, on Twitter and Reddit, you know, in the Stadiaverse, getting perhaps erroneously hyped for no reason. Have you learned nothing from these past 2 years? But anyway, we'll come to that bit a little bit later. As I say, don't forget to hit the likes because I like it. YouTube likes it, and it helps people like you find content like this. Hey, stop the press minute. Yeah? Not enough people like you finding this amazing content. Yeah? Busting my ass week in, week out, trying to deliver you in-depth, quality, opinionated news that will inform, educate, and entertain on all things Stadia. Get it out there, ladies and gentlemen. Let the people know. You know, I put the work in this show so you lot can enjoy it. Let other people enjoy it. Spread the news, spread the word, hit the likes, join the chat, all of that. It really, really helps. And if you are new here, do me the massive favor of hitting that subscribe button, toggling that notification bell, and then you'll know, won't you? You'll know when I go live with content like this, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, there you go. Of course, we will have all the news, as I said, and all of that. But before all of that, as it were, let's find out who's in the front of the queue today as we delve into the early birds of the chat. Let's say hello to you, see who is there, straight in, early doors, not messing about. Sednar, welcome, sir. Inled, great infographics, as ever. I think I did have some included. No, unfortunately not. I might. They're always on my list of stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. Sednar's been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and Super Animal Royale. Very interesting. Hey, Lloyd. Hello, sir. How are you? Shouldn't you be watching your premiere? Oh, you've probably seen it. It's premiering now, apparently. Valve is confident when it comes to the Steam Deck. That's good to know. It's premiering now, by the way. No time to game, 62. Hey, do we think Serious Sam... no, it's not. Oh, spoiler alert. No time to game 62. Serious Sam, Siberian Mayhem is not coming to Stadia on the 25th of January. I will be talking about this. Don't worry, it's not as bad as you think, and it's certainly not as bad as I've already seen some people on Twitter who joyously jumped on the news because they love any kind of potential negative news. It's not what you think, but it isn't coming. But don't worry about it. There's rhyme and reason to it. Jamie Lee, how are you? Can we talk about someone giving Stadia 4 out of 10 for their 2020 review? And no, what's the point, Jamie? What's the point? It's all opinion. It all depends on your point of view, I guess, ultimately. Yeah, your user need. I can't comment on Luna. I'm not US based. But it doesn't appeal to me personally. But if it comes here, I'll give it a go. I'll delve in. But Stadia delivers for me. So, you know, these things are opinion pieces, and that's fine. You know, people are entitled to them. Lloyd, just finished that one. Oh, the premiere. Good to know. Dave, how are you doing, sir? Lovely to see you. Anthony B. Don't want to miss out Anthony B there. Evening all. Always nice. Evening all. That's what the coppers used to say in the 60s. Evening all. Used to be a TV show. Apparently, my parents told me. No, see flashbacks to it. What was it called? Z-Cars. No, Dixon of Dock Green. It's been old about a copper in the 60s. And he used to always come on before the show started and go, evening all. Something like that anyway. Anyway, I'm going off on one. Right, games I've been playing. So oddly enough, I dived back into Cyberpunk. So I was on a level in Cyberpunk on a mission and I got stuck. This crazy woman thing with a big mallet kept defeating me. So I gave up ages ago. This is months ago. And I just thought it's one of those games I just got stuck. Sometimes I do that with Doom Eternal. But I went back to it last night and I thought, actually, I need to apply a bit of Doom Eternal approach here. It's kind of just duck out the way, shoot, 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 duck out the way, shoot, shoot, shoot. A bit of intelligence. So I went back to it, cleared the level, first go. And it's just like I do with Doom Eternal. I kind of get frustrated, get stuck, repeat, die, die, repeat, die, repeat, die, repeat, go away, come back, refreshed, clear it in one go. So then the next hour or so, I got back deep into the story of Cyberpunk. So I shall be going back to that. It's such a good game. I'm glad I got over the little hump there. Dave's completed Ys 9. Ys 9. Oh, and Chicken Police. I need to go back to Chicken Police. I tell you what, I have played a hell of a lot of Uno with the girlfriend. Am I too old to have a girlfriend? Can I call her? Anyway, it doesn't matter. The partner, yeah. A lot of Uno, especially over Christmas. A lot of fun. Anyway, there we go. Let's get into the news, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? The rumours, the news, the speculation. Since we don't have a twos yet. But there's plenty of stuff out there, as ever. Unbeknownst to you, what I do is I collect the news throughout the week and all of that. And then I sort of save it for this, the Stadia Monday Night Chat. So every time I kind of see an interesting piece of news, save that, file it away, ready to bring out here, do a bit of research on it as well. Yeah. I'm not just here just to read off the blog. Sometimes I do that. But I try to do a little bit of research for you and all of that. So anyway, let's get on, ladies and gentlemen, with the main news of the day. Let me just speed up that. Right, there we go. Yes, let's take an Uber to downtown New City. First up, ladies and gentlemen, is a bit of Ember news. The embers, the dying embers of Stadia. No, Ember the game has a new update, ladies and gentlemen. Ember the game has a new update. Let's go big on this. Called, I understand this is a sort of a slang word in Canadian, so I'm led to believe. Or is that a myth? I don't know. Anyway, new Ember, Secret Hoser mode. It's coming out on the 10th of February. Here. Work together or go rogue. So it's a free 4-player multiplayer mode. You work as a team to save clients from fire and defuse bombs planted by rival corporate spies. But keep an eye out on teammates. Not all of them can be trusted. There we go. Do you see that Nerd Nest premiere thing there? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So one of you, the secret hoser agent, will work against the brave Ember responders, and their new goal, and your mission is to sort of make them fail their mission. So you have to be careful though, because sometimes your team's suspicious actions may just be an innocent mistake, intentional detonation maybe, or a failed defusal. Client ran into the fire or into the hoser's agent axe. Is that the responder carrying a pile of cash? A friend or foe? You decide, ladies and gentlemen, you decide. So all responders get a chance to call the vote and eject This is something familiar about this, and eject the suspected host or agent. Discover the saboteur before it's too late. Well, so there's elements of, and I won't say this too loud because it triggers my daughter, Among Us there. You never guess who's on this screen right now. Look. Get them off. What are they doing on there? Anyway, so yeah, there's it smacks a bit of Among Us and a sort of, you know, team cooperative, you know, like Rainbow Six Siege meets Among Us sort of thing, but with silly hoses. There we go. Very odd. Anyway, in other news, ladies and gentlemen, in other news, also going free to play, PUBG is going free to play. Well, I say it's going free to play. It's meant to be going to free to play on the 12th. Stop the front page. Yeah, stop the presses, ladies and gentlemen. It's free right now. Free to play right now, apparently. This was spotted by Hellmonkey. Shout out to Hellmonkey. I hope your recovery is going well. Hellmonkey got into an argument with some vehicles, and the vehicles came off slightly better, unfortunately. Anyway, but look, PUBG now free to play on Stadia. So it's meant to be going free on the 12th, but it's actually play for free now, right now. And when I went, although I already have it for Pro, I already have the game for Pro. Oh, you can't see that there. There we are. Sorry. Play for free now. This is from Hellmonkey. Spotted this. Play for free now. I went to the Stadia store to check it out. Here it is. And now I've already got it as Pro, but here already they've changed the description. PUBG Battlegrounds is a free-to-play game. So actually, it's free right now, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, you don't have to wait for the 12th. I don't know whether this is true across all platforms, but it's free on Stadia to play. So hopefully means we see more people in the lobbies and stuff. But it was never really a problem, to be honest, with PUBG for me. I've always managed to get a game pretty quickly. That's because it has cross-play with the consoles. So there's always loads of Xbox players and PlayStation players in the lobby. So yeah, it'd just be interesting to see whether that just fills up the lobbies even more. I say it's great to have another free-to-play game on Stadia, and PUBG still has a massive following. And as I say, with it already being cross-play on consoles, I've never really had issue finding a game with it, but hopefully we'll see even more players. So there we go. Some people there suggesting it may be it's not on the store page. Maybe it's a slow rollout. Well, it's there. It's oh yes, it is. There we are. We've seen it. Okay. Yeah, so there it is. It does say PUBG Battlegrounds free to play. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen. So PUBG free to play right now, right here, right now. That's good to know. And we've got a date for Dynasty. A few spoilers, I think. A spoiler alert here for the Stadia 2s. The Stadia update later this week. Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors, ladies and gentlemen, coming out on February the 15th. Official here. And there we are. Release platforms. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, Steam. No, Stadia. Oh, no. Oh my God. No. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Have no fear. Have no fear. It is confirmed. Shout out to PSX Reviews for this one here. This is the official statement from Dynasty Warriors. Here it is. Release date. So this is press. I believe this is from the press release. Platform, Stadia. 15th, February the 15th. So by the looks of things, Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires is out on February the 15th. So yeah, looking forward to that. No indication of the price there, is there? No, just special editions, digital editions. There's the logo, by the way, but the press release confirms it's out on the same date, unless, yeah, I mean, you know, maybe delayed, but it looks like from the press release, a cross-platform release, including Stadia, 15th of February, ladies and gentlemen, 15th of February there. So there you go. Dynasty Warriors. Let me know in the chat whether you are indeed going to be playing Dynasty Warriors 9. For me, I guess it all depends on the price, really. But we'll have to see. Also in the news, ladies and gentlemen, also in the news, let's clear that. 100 days, finally. Well, not finally. What I'm saying is, though, we've been waiting for it. Pleasantly, no, whatever. 100 days. So they've been, we've mentioned it before on here. They tweeted out, Yves Holder. Yves Holder. My name is Yves Holder from France. I hope I'm not doing you a discredit. Has been tweeting that they're nearly done with the touch control. Well, they're done. They're done with the touch control now. They've done it. It's released. And this was also confirmed by the publisher as well, backing him up. But touch control is now out and official on the 100 days. Winemaking Simulator patch 1.3.0 with direct touch is out now. And there's some other enhancements as well along with that, according to the official publisher tweet as well, backing this up. So there you go. For those that are wanting touch control, it's out, ladies and gentlemen, and it's official. And the update is actually on the store now. Sorry, I was distracted because you know, I'll show you why I was distracted, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you why. There was a whale or a fish. No, a seal. A seal there. Yeah. Getting all the Canadians exciting, putting a seal there. Anyway, so there we go. 100 days touch control. 100 days touch control there. So let's hope a few other developers go back and, you know, where it's relevant. I mean, not every game is going to suit touch control, but there are certain games, you know, Reigns. I'd love touch control on Reigns. And then it's like a Tinder app, apparently. Wouldn't know. Yeah. Or for some of you in the audience, Grinder. Yeah. Swipe left, swipe right. You know, but you could, if you had that on Reigns, that would make that game quite fun. So let's see. Let's see whether other people go back and add touch control to their games. Now, in other news as well, so I've started a little, I've started a little weekly news update called the Stadia News TLDR. I see it on Reddit all the time. Too long, didn't read. So it's a little short, compact news summary, 6-7 minutes long. I try to do it weekly. I'll probably do one after the Stadia update because there'll probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be some more chunky news. But anyway, I did one this week. I hope you've watched it. Look out for it I did one last week on Friday, I think it is, but it'll be coming out midweek after the Stadia 2s. Look out for that. But in it, I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, the new Serious Sam game that was being teased. And I alluded to it earlier. I think Jamie shouted it out, asked me whether it was coming to Stadia. So Serious Sam game, new game, was being a new game. I'm using inverted commas, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll see why in a minute. Air quotes. A new game, a new Serious Sam game was teased by the publisher Devolver earlier in the week. And I reported it and speculated. Here it was. For those that didn't watch my news update show, please do watch that this week, please. They teased here, what if a new Serious Sam game was being announced next week, released this month. That's what they teased. And I reported on it. There we are. I reported it on my show. Well, we have some more updates, ladies and gentlemen, on the on this new Serious Sam game. Now, I speculated whether, as it's a new Serious Sam game, we would see it on Stadia, because obviously we've got Serious Sam 3 and the collection and Serious Sam 4. And it sort of premiered on Stadia and PC. I seem to remember Serious Sam 4. But anyway, so that game has now officially been announced. The new Serious Sam 4. And it's, to be honest, it's more like, let me just, I've got so many windows up in here. It's more like DLC than a new game. And it is, it's called Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem here. And it's coming on January the 25th. But, ladies and gentlemen, and here's the big but, yeah, it's not coming to Stadia, yeah, at the moment. At the moment, that's the developer quoting that. But it's not coming to Stadia. Boo. But before, hold, stop, no, stop, negative Nancy's. Stop firing up. No, all those negative Nancy's out there, stop firing up your Stadia is dead party poppers. Put them away. Put them back in the drawer. Yeah. The Stadia is dead, yeah, because the next Serious Sam game's not coming. Oh, yeah, yes, it's evidence. No, what? Hold up. On further investigation, yeah, this so-called new Serious Sam game, turns out this was actually created by PC modders in the Serious Sam community and effectively approved for publication by the developer. So it was a game created by PC modders. So it makes sense to me that right now it's only coming to PC for the moment and not Xbox or PlayStation or Stadia. It's just a PC update, as it were. It's just an authorized, not an unauthorized, an authorized PC mod. I think there is, there was some bit about here. There was some bit in here about, maybe it's in a different section. Let me find where they say about this, maybe it was in that section. Maybe it was. Anyway, so it's an expansion is the right word. Hey, Christopher Torres. Thank you. What's that update doing right up there? Oh, I got new tweets. I didn't think about that. Event list. We can just get rid of that. Thank you. Get rid of that. Right, yeah. So it's actually an expansion. Yeah, so it's actually a standalone expansion there, and it was created by PC modders in the Serious Sam PC modding community. It's a thing, and they set up a company, a group, and basically got permission, work with Crow Team. Yeah, so they call themselves Time Lock Studio. And they work with Crow Team to release this standalone expansion. So there you go. That is the truth and the facts behind Serious Sam. Hey, you know, maybe it will come to Stadia in the future. Who knows? But right now, the fact that it's not on Stadia is not indicative of anything, because it is a expansion created by PC modders, PC modders. Okay, so don't read too much into it not being on Stadia or any other console. No, it's not on Xbox, Games Pass, Xbox Cloud, PlayStation. Yeah. So don't read anything into it like that, because you just look a fool if you do. All right. It's basically created by PC modders for the PC. There you go. Anyway. Just thought I'd let you know. But yeah, it would, you know, sad we're not getting a standalone expansion to the world of Serious Sam. But there you go. Okay, the other rumors that I talked about was, I just want to talk briefly about Jedi Fallen 2, ladies and gentlemen. So again, on my news update show, I talked about there'd been rumors. So this is from Bespin Bulletin, who's pretty good with their Star Wars rumors and stuff like that. They mentioned a sequel to Star Wars Jedi Fallen was in the works way back in January 2020. And the EA wanted to release the title in the fall of 2022. Can we just shout out? You can tell what I've been looking for. Japanese room dividers and fancy TV stands. Anyway, we're not here to look at what algorithms Google throws up for my searches. Anyway, so there was speculation that there's this new title. It may not be called Jedi Fallen, actually. Jedi Fallen 2 was going to be released in the fall of 2022. So by basically Christmas time or Thanksgiving, that'd be the slot they'd be aiming for. And Jeff Grubb, he of, what gaming site is it? VentureBeat? I think it's VentureBeat. Went on to reveal on his giant bomb show Grub Snacks that it'll be shown before E3 2022. Could we see May the 4th? Wouldn't be out the question. These are all rumors and speculation that the game is coming. And equally, it's only right now a game we can only speculate if it's potentially coming to Stadia. Now, obviously, that will mean that Stadia will have to have done another deal with EA. But, as I say, there's no guarantee the game will come to Stadia. And but when it comes to a new deal with EA, if I'm really frank about it, Stadia will be doing everything in their powers to secure FIFA 23 and Madden 23. Those two games from EA are absolutely essential, I would say, to Stadia. And I don't like to sort of say, I'll come back and quote me on it, those sort of things. But I think genuinely it would be an issue if those titles don't return to Stadia. It would be a major hole in the catalogue. So you can bet your bottom dollar that Stadia is doing everything it can to do a deal with EA to secure FIFA 23 and Madden 23. If they haven't already done it, I do deals for, content sometimes a week before it's due. Not good. And sometimes a year before it's due. It really depends on the nature of the deal and where you're at in the negotiations and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is they will be busting a gut to do a deal, or already busting guts right now to close a deal with EA on FIFA and Madden, and probably another title. And perhaps that could be Jedi Fallen. Who knows? But there you go. Speculation at the moment, but given how popular Jedi Fallen was on the platform, remember it was also a pro game and they dropped it on May the 4th. What a drop. But it is complete speculation at the moment. But for me, FIFA 23, Madden 23 from EA will be absolute priorities for Stadia. So any EA deal is either being done right now, being negotiated. It's very, very early. We're right at the beginning of the year, but let's just see how the year pans out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how the pans out. Now, I thought I'd share something else and shout out to Rock here for this one. No one else has spotted this. You can just tell what Rock reads. Let me just find the quote. So shout out to Rock. He's not just a pretty voice. He actually finds some useful stuff as well. Joke. But he found an interesting article from an investment analysis. Here it is. Okay, so this is, I'll go big on this. This is an investor analysis website, Zacks, our research, your success. Okay, it's all about what stocks are hot, what stocks are not. And look, they've run an article here last week. So big shout out to Rocket. Rock found this. It was a good one. Alphabet boosts Stadia game suite with new titles. So all it is talking about the pro titles. That's all. But it's interesting that it goes, it talks about, it just goes on about how Stadia added some new pro titles. Nothing new there, nothing major there. Alphabet expands its Stadia game portfolio. Currently, the number of game titles on Stadia stands at 45. We believe the latest move is expected to help Google attract game streamers to its platforms. This is from a very non-gaming perspective. This will in turn bolster the premium subscriber base of Stadia, which will get reflected in the top line of Alphabet. Then it just reports on those what those pro titles are. Additionally, Stadia will be reportedly introduced to Samsung selected smart TV lineups. The TV will support apps for Stadia as part of Samsung's gaming hubs. It's already on LG TVs. We believe all the above-mentioned endeavors are likely to aid the Google unit in capitalizing on the immense prospects present in the booming cloud market. Per an Allied Market Research report, the global gaming market is expected to hit $21.9 billion by 2030. Given this upbeat scenario, not only Alphabet, but also other companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon are making concerted efforts to gain a strong footprint in this promising market. Then it talks a little about Nvidia. Like Google Stadia, Nvidia has also been introduced to Samsung selected 2022 smart TV lineups. And then it talks about xCloud and all of that, and then a little bit about Amazon. Nevertheless, Google's division's notable cloud gaming efforts are expected to continue aiding its competitive edge against the above-mentioned companies. And then there we are. It ranks highly in Zacks' #1 stock. Buy your Alphabet stock now, ladies and gentlemen. Just an interesting article. And as I say, it's an interesting article from outside the gaming bubble. And it's interesting here. The key quote for me here is, what is the key quote? I'll tell you. Nevertheless, Google's division's notable cloud gaming efforts are expected to continue aiding its competitive edge against the above-mentioned companies. It's always interesting when you get perspectives from outside the gaming bubble. Yeah. Whether it be consumer tech writers who are writing about the latest smart TVs or dongles or Chromebooks, yeah, or investment analysts, they tend just to look at what they see with Stadia right now, not its history, what they see with Stadia right now. And as I often say on this, on this show, right now, Stadia is a very compelling offer. You can play it on your LG TV. You can play it. Soon you'll play it on your Samsung TVs. You can be able to play it on your Sony TVs. You've got over 200 games. You've got 45 games in the Pro. You can play it in 4K on your LG TV if you've got Pro. Unlike any other, you can't do that on Nvidia and things like that. You need your Shield thing. Yeah. So right now you've got free-to-play games. It's a very compelling offer. It has great value. It's a great value package to anybody jumping on board Stadia right now in 2022. And as I've often said, right now, Stadia is the best it's ever been. It's the best it's ever been right now. So, yeah. But it's just interesting to see when, the non-gaming bubble talk about Stadia, they tend to see it in a slightly different light because they're just looking at the facts. They're looking at the potential. They're not going, well, this is not how we normally do gaming. We don't like it. You're trying to disrupt things. We don't like it. Everybody against it. Ah. Talking of TVs, ladies and gentlemen, talking of TVs, shout out to 9 to 5 here. But this is a very interesting article, again, about the growth potential here. Android, and again, I mentioned it on my little weekly news catch-up thing. Android TV and Google TV have over 110 million monthly active devices, up 30 million since May. Android TV and Google TV, which Stadia is available upon. I saw some tweet from someone saying, "Oh, why is everybody harking on about how amazing, Stadia being on Samsung TV or LG TVs? So what? You're grasping at straws, Stadia fans. Why is everybody jumping on it? I don't see the significance of it." And so they tweeted out that basically they didn't see the significance of Stadia being on smart TVs and why everyone is excited about it. Now, obviously, my first thought when I saw that tweet was like, what? You serious? And then I thought, no, let's don't go by emotion. Let's help clarify why it is a massive thing. And maybe this article from 9 to 5 may actually help, underline a few things. So in a statement shared with 9 to 5, let's go big on this one. A spokesperson confirmed new numbers surrounding Android TV operating system. Combined Android TV and Google TV, when are they just going to just call it Google TV? Have over 110 million monthly active devices. Just listen to that number, ladies and gentlemen. 110 million. Google reported 80 million active devices, meaning 30 as of May 2021, which means 30 million new devices. So this could be Chromecast Ultras, Chromecast with Google TVs, Android TVs, Walmart sticks, all these things. An additional 30 million have been added since May. The growth likely comes from the Chromecast with Google TV, as well as TCL's Android TV operating system models. So, as I understand it, TCL models are massive in America. Less so here in Europe, but it's a big thing. Google also notes that growth came from its partners, which now number over 250 globally, 250 global partners. However, the growth isn't solely from Play TV, as Google also says it's now working with 7. This is another big quote here. Google is working with 7 out of the top 10 smart TV OEMs, notably including names such as TCL, Sony, and Hisense. Plus, you factor in, so that's just the Google TV ones. Then you factor in the WebOS version on the LG TVs and the Tizen operating system version on Samsung TVs coming on 2022 Samsung TVs. It's massive. It's absolutely ginormous when you think about it. This is massive. Now, I'm not saying Stadia is going to be on 110. I'm not here saying Stadia is on 110 million devices. No, of course I'm not. I'm saying that is a big number. Yeah. What if you had 10% of that number activated Stadia? That's a lot. But the point is, you've got a platform, a massive platform of which it only requires a small percentage of that platform to install and use Stadia. And a small percentage of a massive number is a big number, right? Simple maths. Even those at the back who aren't paying attention. Yeah? This is massive. Smart manufacturers, smart TV manufacturers see TVs right now as entertainment hubs. They've always been entertainment hubs. This is nothing new. but you plugged your DVD in, you plugged your Blu-ray in, you plugged your Xbox in, you plugged your PlayStation in, you plugged your Skybox in, you know, or your cable box, you plugged something else in, yeah? But now, take that plug out, take that plug out, take that plug out, yeah? Smart TVs now realize they can just encapsulate it all, and they can capture you within their user interface on their smart TV. So you're not coming out to go to a DVD, yeah, because you've got Netflix and Disney, so you can just stream everything there. And now it's the same with games. You can stay within their environment, their smart TV user environment, and then go in and play the games. So they realize now, and they're doubling down on this, smart TV manufacturers. They want their TV to be where you watch TV, play games, communicate with your friends, etc., without sort of really leaving that environment other to go to the smart apps that are on offer. And they know cloud gaming offers this massive opportunity. Why do you think Samsung spent time and money developing a Stadia version of the app for their TVs? Why do you think LG spent time and money developing a web OS version of the Stadia app for their TVs? And the creation of gaming hubs, yeah, so separate environments within their smart TV for gaming by Samsung and now announced by TCL. And I think Bill mentioned this, other TV manufacturers to follow suit. You know, so that you have recommendations, game recommendations and adverts alongside your sort of recommendations for Netflix. Hey, you enjoyed watching this, play this. Or your recommendations for Disney. We see it already on the Chromecast with Google TV. You know, I've seen recommended games. They can be pushed out and promoted and in advertising. Stadia, and in fairness, NVIDIA, you know, and GeForce Now, are there right now, establishing themselves as the de facto smart gaming apps on smart TVs. So the potential reach is massive. And like the Manchurian candidate, Stadia is already implanted in the smart TVs, or at least available to install into nearly all smart TVs in the future. 7 out of 10 manufacturers Google is working with. Yeah, I don't think that number includes the LG and Samsung. So probably 9. So if it doesn't include that, that's 9 out of the 10 major TV manufacturers Stadia potentially is available on TVs being built right now for 2022. And yeah, Sony and Xbox no doubt will have smart TV apps. So what's the big deal, you know? Well, I'll tell you what the big deal is right now. Xbox doesn't yet have a smart TV app. Yeah, I'm sure it will, but right now it doesn't. So I'll say it again, just for those at the back. It doesn't yet. And the fact that it will have one is only speculation. You know, it's not concrete or anything like that. The fact is, smart TVs want to establish themselves as I say, all-round entertainment hubs with gaming as being, they recognize, it's not like they hope, they know gaming is a major part of a person's entertainment time. Yeah? And so cloud gaming makes it even more seamless to integrate, the integration even more seamless. This is significant. And in addition to this, the fact that Stadia and NVIDIA are establishing themselves as the key players right now on smart TVs. Think about that. LG, Samsung, Sony, and for our US friends, TCL, Stadia. So why are the followers of Stadia excited by this? Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, there are 110 million reasons why they're excited about this. Anyway, right. Stadia 2s, yeah, the Stadia update, weekly update. So we didn't have one last week, and Stadia mentioned that there would be one this week. a Stadia announcement this week. And already, oh my gosh, already I've seen wild and baseless speculation on Twitter and Reddit. Why do you do this, people? People I know are just going to be setting themselves up for major disappointment. Seriously, have you learnt nothing from the past 2 years? I'm going to just level with you now. This week's tweet, so this week's Twas or Two Stadia update, right? It will most likely just be like another blog. Yeah, another blog post, maybe telling you PUBG is free, maybe telling you about the Ember update, the forthcoming Rainbow Extraction, maybe a date for World War Z, maybe. And maybe a cursory mention of we're working on new features and hope to be bringing you loads of different games. Keep a lookout on our blog type thing. Yeah? Let me just here, ladies and gentlemen, this was this time last year. I just want people to be prepared. This is last year's blog post. This week on Stadia, your free Stadia Pro. So this was the first week, 7th of January. Okay. All it was saying was like, here are your pro games. So they've avoided doing that this year because we know what our pro games are. They announced them like a few days before. Just want to shout out here, Classic Rando. I think he was on here. Where was he? My God, people are so easy to please. You get your news that isn't news and they fawn over like it's sycophants. Oh, I'll always be with you, Stadia. Get alive, Jesus. Always lovely to see Classic Rando. Anyway, that was last year. He hasn't changed, bless him. Yeah, so that was all it was. That was that last year. And then the following week, ladies and gentlemen, the following week, again, this is just to manage expectations. So that was just to announce the Pro. The following week, then they just said, oh, look, Scott Pilgrim. Look at the size of that blog post. Yeah? So use that. This was this time this week on the 12th, I think it was, 12th of January. So a year ago on Wednesday, they just announced Scott Pilgrim versus the World. God, I forgot that was on Stadia, to be honest. So manage your expectations. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. I've just seen some redonkulous tweets and things in Reddit. They'll probably mention the next gen blade upgrades and a roadmap, complete roadmap, and roll out to all the other countries. No, there's not going to be a next-gen upgrade announcement. There's not going to be a detailed roadmap with every launch for the next 12 months, their business plan presented to you and laid out in detail, before, as they've, straight from the senior management deck presentation. Right, yeah, senior management, that's our year ahead. That's our complete business strategy. Right, post it on the blog. Yeah, that's not happening, people. And if I see anyone disappointed that none of that appears, then really, you clearly don't watch this show, do you? Or if you do, you're sitting at the back giggling and not paying attention. Yeah? Do you want to graduate from the common sense and rationale with Stadia course? Or go and work in a Waffle House? I don't know. I saw Squids on the Stadia dosage talking about it. And Squids is so laid back, he's lying down, but he has the right philosophy. He says he expects nothing. Then if something good happens, it's all bonus. And if nothing happens, hey, he's just enjoying playing all the games. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not a bad philosophy to have when it comes to Stadia. And life will be a lot better for you. So do as Squids does. Have no expectation. Just enjoy playing Stadia. And if you have some nice news, you'll get news. Yeah, so don't worry about that. It's not as though there won't be news. There will be news. But don't Don't start setting a benchmark and then of what you expect to see, only to be then disappointed because it doesn't match your expectations. Just know you'll get some news, and you know, not every Christmas present you get is amazing. You know what I mean? But just smile and enjoy. Be grateful. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, there we go. That's all the news. Chat time. Oh my God, look at my chat, man. That's terrible. It's completely the wrong angle. How did that chat get like that? I've been fiddling about. That's what it is. Chat. Right. Anyway, we'll have a look what chat's saying. It's annoying me now. There it is. Let me just we need it to go the other way, don't we? Yeah. Right, good. That's better. Right, anyway, let's have a look at chat. Sorry about that. Distracted, ladies and gentlemen. Into the Breach. Oh, I haven't played that one. Oh, I've got a event list. I need to... Yeah, shout out there, Lloyd. You can pay me later for the ad. There we are, sponsored ad. Jeremy Moan is listening. Good stuff. Driving by to say hi. Hello, Jay. How are you? Yeah, the logo. Logo. Yeah, that's because, you know, the trouble is if you've got a big website, one, they're selling hard products as well. Sometimes people get confused and they say they're showing discs. You know, remember those old things? Here's a PlayStation disc. Here's an Xbox disc. Here's a PC disc available on the 15th of February. It's no like Stadia disc, is there? Hey, Consigno, giving it there. Thank you. Looking forward to Dynasty Warriors. Yes, very good. Ishida, Comboin. I'll be buying. Got play points. Good shout out. I've never managed to work out how I use my play points. Don't think I've got any anyway. Christopher's always listening. Stadia Krampus loving the TLDR. Look out for that this week. Please support it. Makes the effort worthwhile. I like the short vids. Good, dense with news. Thank you for trying out the format. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll try to be regular with them. Yeah, well, as I say, it's on Steam, so maybe it'll be on NVIDIA, GeForce Now, if you're desperate to play, because it's PC game. I think it will come with the consoles. I don't think it will come to the consoles. If it comes to the console, it will come to Stadia, put it that way. Because as explained, it's a PC mod game, so it's going to require a whole lot of porting, basically. Shout out to Christopher there for updating his membership. Remember, if you want to join the gang, you can. Get behind the scenes stuff, nonsense, a few random exclusives, things like that. If only 1% of those TVs have active Stadia accounts. Exactly. I'd like to think more than 1%, but yeah, exactly. 1% of a massive number is an equally quite a large number. Simple maths, yeah? Has potential. Exactly. Hey, Jesus. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Thank you for the super chat. Always appreciated. 1% rule. If 1% of your potential user base is a representative number, you can make business. Exactly. That's a very good point. Shout out to Jesus for that. That is a very good point. Like when I used to, when I used to do a business plan, when I was an entrepreneur, when I left university and set up my own business, they used to say, okay, what is the potential market? You know, like we do a mail out or something like that. And then you would set your expectation. 1% of people would buy in. So that's how you do it. So, That's how you factor it in. And then if 1% of your potential market represented enough for a business, then go ahead. It does, Christopher. It looks great. It always blows me away. Sednar's agreeing there. I was surprised by the tweet I saw and by the person who tweeted it, to be honest. And maybe I misconstrued, but it is a big thing. There's no denying it. Sometimes I think you've got to come out of the gaming bubble and see it, as I say, from a consumer tech point of view. You know, the casual gamers who just see, oh, I've heard of that game. I mean, Bill and Lloyd talked about it on their show at the weekend, and they expressed it really well. You know, you sort of, oh, FIFA. What, I'll just click on that. Well, I can play it now. I've got an old controller. Yeah, that was from last year, in fairness, but he's still not satisfied, yeah. Don't worry about it, Classic Rando. There's a new Classic Rando on Reddit. He's not Classic Rando, it's somebody else. But he takes the same role, constant negativity. I won't say their name, but I'm sure if you scanned Reddit enough, you'd see the same name, the same theme, the same pattern popping up constantly, dominating. Yeah. Stadia's have, yeah, they do. They do. They need to get the store incorporated. Hopefully they'll be working on that. I don't see it as an alternative to Netflix. Yeah, well, Netflix do, oddly enough. So this was 2 years ago. Reed Hastings said that their competitor, Netflix, said their main competitor is Fortnite. And the point he was making is that entertainment, you know, Netflix, Epic, Xbox, Google Stadia, are all in the entertainment business. And they all want your time. They want your time to either watch Squid Game or the next Marvel series on Disney or The Boys on Amazon, yeah? Or play Fortnite or play FIFA 22. Or you have a finite amount of time, and all these entertainment formats are vying, trying to grab your attention. So the point Reed Hastings, CEO of Netflix, was making is that they're in the market, they're competing against other entertainment formats, and it's not just TV, film. It's TV, film, and game. Gaming is that significant. So that's why. Yeah, giggling at the back. Yeah, follow Squid's advice. It was so laid back. I just caught it and I just thought, yeah, man. Yeah. How'd you get the little S cup there? It's not showing up on the thing. Anyway, thank you, Jesus. If the GTA Expand Enhanced comes out on Stadia this year, that will definitely add a lot of new users. Exactly. Bud, how you doing, man? How you doing? Always good to see you. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Another show. I'm looking forward to the TWAS this week, just because it's, you know, nice to get back into the action of seeing an update, the Stadia 2s, just to get back into the seeing updates. And as ever, I go in blind with very little expectation, and always interested to see what's behind the door, as it were, you know, like an advent calendar. Yeah, it's like a twice, it's like a fortnightly or a bi-weekly fortnight calendar. Fortnight calendar. A bi-weekly advent calendar. Let's just see what's behind the Stadia door. Oh, that's really good. That's okay. You know, just have a look and see it like that, and you'll be chill, you know. Stadia is doing stuff. Other companies are investing time in Stadia. That should be evidence enough. LG, Samsung, all that. You know, mentioning Stadia TCL mentioning Stadia, Samsung mentioning Stadia, even featuring Stadia in their mock-up of their UI for their gaming hub. There was Stadia advert. So they're working, working with Stadia to get it. So there we go. That's what we try to do on this show, Struggle Boxing. Thank you for that. It comes from experience, of, I want to say how many years I've been in the entertainment business, doing contracts, doing deals, but part of that also included being in the gaming industry, doing contracts, mostly in the TV and film industry, but I spent a period of time, a number of years in the gaming industry, a long time ago, but I like to think I have a little perspective on how things work when it comes to the entertainment industry and disruptors in that market. As I mentioned before on this show, I'm in an industry which has been severely disrupted by Netflix, and major brands have had to rethink their whole strategy, their 70-year-old strategy. So yeah, and I see parallels with cloud gaming, and I can see the future. So I'm excited about it. But as ever, it's not going to be flash bang, wallop, what a picture, what a photograph. It's not all going to be, it's a slow build. And then before you know it, it's like everywhere. And we're already seeing it. Come the end of 2022, when people have bought, their brand new TVs, not just for gaming, but for the World Cup, for the Winter Olympics. Yeah, they're all happening this year, I think. Big sporting events, which is a big seller of TVs. There's going to be a lot more people who will have access to Stadia without any dongles at the back on their TVs. It is free to play in 2 days on all platforms. Yeah. But it's free to play right now on Stadia. They went early by the looks of things, Struggle Boxing. If you go to the site, if you go to Stadia store, you'll see. But yeah, never ever had a problem getting a game because of its cross-play, which is great. And now it's free to play. Another great advert. Get people into Stadia. And the easier that access is, the better. Yeah. Well, they went that way with PUBG from the get-go. It even had cross-play with PC, but there wasn't enough keyboard and mouse players to match up, so they took that out, and so it's just consoles now. But it was that as soon as they released it, April 2020, I think it was, last appearance of Phil Harrison announced it. But yeah, I play loads of PUBG. I'm not very good at it, but I play loads of PUBG. It's just fun to play. It's still a good game. It's a potato of a game. It doesn't look that well on any platform, unless you've got but it looks pretty good on on Stadia compared to an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, put it that way. And that's who you're going to be playing against mostly. So yeah. Anyway, there you go. Don't forget to hit the likes and all of that on the way out, as we say. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for the super chats and all of that. Thank you for coming to see it live as well. I really, really appreciate it, so I can interact with chat and all of that. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope the Stadia blog post this week gives you some sort of satisfaction. And look out for my Stadia News TLDR update later in the week, my little 5-minute update in the week. Have a wonderful, wonderful show. Buenas noches there, Crymen. Shout out to Crymen there. Say hello to them. And exactly, what is Harris? He's doing something, but he's obviously very much behind the scenes. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Have a good one. See you around very, very soon. Well, in fact, same time, same place next week live. Goodbye.